How you doing on YouTube? Hope we being blessed and not stressed. Sure, man. Just want to hop on here, give you guys some encouragement. Sunday, May, I want to say 4th, May 4th. It's 10 o'clock at night in West Texas. And of course, I'm at work, right? And I'm feeling great, man. My eyes healed. The doctor said I don't have to take them drops no more. You know, drops is crazy. They have you dilate my eye every day and pour them drops in. So I'm feeling good. I can finally, no floaties, none of that, man. I feel great. My color came back. My color was kind of like looking crazy before I had surgery. That's what made me actually go in. Was the fact that I had some crazy floaties, man. And my color was not the same as this eye. This eye was like, so if I look at a blue light, if I see like a blue screen, like Facebook color, it'll be actually like kind of greenish, you know what I mean? And then this eye would be blue like normal. And that's what made me actually go in. That plus I had the floaties. And the floaties actually wasn't floaties, it was actually blood that was floating in there. But so I had surgery, feel good, feel great. But this is like the first week that he told me that I don't have to take my drops no more because it's healing like it's supposed to. And like I said, my color is all the way back, so I can see both the same color, both blue. So I thank God, man. Because it could have been different. You know, I could have went on the surgery and it could have been, you know, it could have been worse, man. It could have, hand could have slipped, could have punctured something, could have lost my eye, anything, man. Because they had to like detach. I wouldn't say have to pull my eyeball all the way out, but they had to like bring my eye out and then clean up the inflammation back there. So it could have went a whole different way. I thank God every day, man. I mean, I don't have nothing to complain about, honestly, really. Even though my body sometimes want to be like, I'm not gonna complain, bro. But anyway, just want to chat, man. This is for the chosen ones. When I say the chosen ones, I mean God showed you that you're going to be that person to bring your people out of that state of poverty. And I didn't grow up poor, of course. You know, middle class, you know what I mean? Same thing, work, pay the bill, go home. Work, pay the bills, go home. Work, pay the bills, go home. And that's not poor, you know what I mean? That's middle class. But if you're one of those people that God showed you that you're going to be the one that's going to change the dynamics of your bloodline, this one is for you. And this is a very important message to keep going, right? So for me, ever since I was a young, and I said this in other videos, ever since I was a young, and I knew I was different, you know, I knew I was that guy, and I didn't know what it was at first, and no one knows, because I remember growing up, and some of the things that my homies got away with, I got in trouble for. Like, I don't know, speeding down the highway, they got away with it, but as soon as I done it, I got tickets. Or cheating on the test, as soon as I did it, I got in trouble, right? So it's always been those signs early on, like sagging my pants or trying to be someone that I'm not. Babe was having fun, but me, I felt out of place the whole time. And for me, that was my first indicators that something is different about me. Something is different, that I don't fit in. And I had to come to the realization, bro, because you're not supposed to fit in. And it took time for me to fully embrace that and to step into it. You know, of course, when you're young, you kind of want to fit in, right? You kind of want to fit in. And that's the dangers of not having parents, because you can be molded into anything, you know what I mean? But, or I say not having parents, but having good parents that understand this. And my dad always kept me, bro. He always kept me straight. Like, this ain't who you are, man. Quit trying to be a thug. Quit trying to sag your pants. Quit trying to fit in with the crowd, because you're not that guy, bro. You're not that guy. And I had to see that for myself, though, because I was still trying to do that. And growing up after high school, finally realized that, yeah, bro, I am different, man. There's something different about me, because all my people around me had things that I wasn't. They were doing things that my conscience and my spirit wouldn't let me do. As a youngin', like, man, that don't look right. That don't feel right. That don't feel right to have sex with 7 different girls. That don't feel right to continue to sneak out the house at 2 in the morning when your parents sleep. It just, I don't know, bro. Like, it was always been different for me when I was a youngin'. Always, man. I always had that voice. I always had that spirit. When I was a young and didn't know what it meant, though. Like, man, why do I feel so guilty of not being able to fit in? Like, didn't go to parties. Like, I don't know. But when I came to realization, like, man, you're not supposed to fit in. And then when I finally realized that, when God showed me that, bro, you are the one that's gonna change the dynamics of your bloodline. And when I saw that, and how I saw that was the people that I met along the way. And he sent people to remind you, like, man, you on the right track. And when maybe people that's looking at this video has witnessed this, whatever God got for you is for you. And when you're at a crossroad, whether to turn left or right, and in life instances, that means if you need to go to another state, if you need to downscale on your friends, or need to go to another job, or this job, at a crossroad in your life, it'll fit like a glove. It's not, when it's from God, it fits like a glove. You don't have to force anything. You're not going to lose anything. You're going to gain. You know what I mean? So every move that I made was God sent. When I went to North Dakota, it fit perfect like a glove, and that was the best move I ever made. And the people that I met in North Dakota, they constantly reminded me, like, man, you different, man. There's no way that you this young with this much wisdom. But at that point, I saw it, but I was still partying, drinking before I met my wife and all that stuff. So I was still hearing it, which I heard when I was in high school, middle school, like, bro, you different. But I never understood that. But junior college, professors told me, like, man, if you embrace what you got in you, you're going to be something big. And after college is when I finally realized, man, like, okay, this is crazy, because I started understanding things that 65-year-olds didn't understand. And I'm talking about, like, not just finances, but just that wisdom. Like, man, if I do that, that's going to cause me this. That's going to cause me that. And that's all wisdom is. That's using your experiences and making better choices. You know what I mean? You can only get wisdom through experiences. Like, period. You're not going to be wise if you haven't been through anything. Period, man. And when I started, like, thinking on a different level, like, man, this is all a system. Bro, we in a system. We in the matrix. This is the matrix right here, right? And then I realized that, yeah, bro, no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. First of all, if you want something on a higher dynamic, if you want to live on a different caliber, you have to go through, you have to grind, you have to put God first, and you have to move how God wants you to move. And then ever since then, bro, I've been cooking, man. And got this job, like everything, man. It's been crazy. And I've been on the level where a lot of people don't understand, And yeah, I got a wife. But so a lot of times she don't understand. But God didn't give her the vision. He gave it to you. He gave it to you. And if you got to cut off friends, if you got to get out of the hood, if you got to do all these things, man, do it, because the people in the hood don't understand what God showed you. You are a chosen one. You are the one that's going to change the life of yourself and others that's around you, your kids' lives, your lives. But if you never trust God and you always, I'm in the hood, you always gonna be there, man. And just like Tyrese said on the interview, Tyrese Gibson, he said, everybody's not happy for you, man. Everybody's not happy because you're buying all the properties and you're trying to buy the block back and all this stuff. Everybody's not happy for you. So when you recognize that, you need to be moving around, because people will harm you just because you're doing better than they are. So you have to know how, where, and when to move, right? And it's messed up because we all have that survivor's guilt, where when we do come here, bro, like, damn, I want my homies to come too. I want my friends to come too. But that's a part of growth. That's a part of growing up. And for me, I've seen that firsthand, trying to get everybody up here to make money, but none of them have that mindset. Man, I'd rather be at home with my girl, and it kind of like upset you, because that's all y'all used to talk about when y'all was broke. We always used to talk about coming to the field, getting money, boo, 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 whatever. But now it's time. Now you rather stay home. But that's growth, man. You gotta grow, man. We gotta get better. And letting go of your past is a part of growth, period. Letting go of who's holding you back is a part of growth. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna sting you and them, but no one see that vision like you do. See, my wife, man, like, see, people, this is wisdom right here. I'm not saying don't date nobody ugly, or I'm not saying that. But man, usually the ones that's bad on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook, the baddies, they not good for you, young man. I'm telling you. You know why? Because they're already getting that attention that they need, that they want. Their ego boosting. I'm not saying there's not no baddies out there that's God-fearing. I'm not saying that. But as men, we tend to pass up the ones that's good for us, because she's not the way you want her to look 100%. Look, man, look, you can buy her a body later. You can buy her a body. But if you find you a woman, a potential wife, that's God-fearing, that supports you, that will follow you, that understands her role as a wife, man, I'm telling you, you got something rare in these days and time. Loyal, man, you got something rare. That don't matter. That don't care how much money you make. You got something rare. Because I met my wife, bro. We was in college. We didn't have no money. We was just surviving. I was making 20 grand, 29 grand a year, still in college. Like, she was still there. You know what I mean? And bro, don't worry about, like, I'm not saying date nobody ugly, because my wife is beautiful. Like, don't date nobody ugly. Like, of course, you know what I mean? But don't be so quick to pass up on the one that's down for you for an Instagram model. Don't, man, look, bro. It's don't do it, man. I'm telling you, don't do it, because looks will fool you, bro. And you marry that one, and then, man, I don't even get into that. But anyway, just be careful, y'all. Pray about it. Let God lead you. And like I said, if it's for you, God will let you know. He'll let you know through the signs and all that stuff. Now, I'm not saying nobody perfect. Like my wife, you know, she's not perfect. No one's perfect. You know, she got attitude sometimes, but her default is to follow me, is to support me. Her dreams is to make sure my dreams come true, because she know if I make it, she makes it, right? So don't marry a person. This advice. Don't marry a person that has, y'all got two different y'all going in two different directions. I mean, y'all going in two different directions, bro. Like, have somebody that supports you as a man. And as a man, if you don't have a plan, your family will perish. Your family will perish, period. And look, bro, I know it's tough. I know it's hard, especially if you made life-altering decisions when you was immature, when you was 18, 19. That it's gonna be that much harder on you, right? If you got $300,000 in student loan debt, if you got 3 kids, if you got a felony, you know, it's gonna be that much more harder. But for me, bro, I never had that. I always had that voice, and I think it's the spirit. Ever since I was a kid, so I was like chosen. I was like young, and bro, I'm where I need to be right here in this moment. So anyway, man, y'all be blessed. And this is for my chosen ones, the ones that want better and they hear God's voice. Bro, you are chosen. You are chosen. That if you want better, you fight, you grinding, and you hear God's voice, and you know it ain't nobody but God, you are a chosen one. You are the one that's gonna make you are the one that's gonna change the life, the dynamics of your family lives, your bloodline. You are the one, man, but you have to embrace it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be nervous of. It's nothing to be fearful of. You have to embrace it. And you gotta get to it. Like, it's a battle, man, every day. You know you that guy, but you gotta be patient. You know what I mean? You gotta develop. You have to grow. Because I don't want, you know, I say I want 100 properties right now. But if that portfolio was to drop, 100 properties was to drop in my lap, I don't think I could handle it, because I'm not developed enough to understand how to manage 100 property portfolio. Now, like I said, I got 4 doors right now, 4 houses right now, and I'm continuing to scale. So, oh man, if you chosen or not, you know, and yeah, don't be quit running from it. Embrace it. But hope y'all good. Get back to work. And peace. Be blessed and not stressed. I got videos coming out tomorrow. Get back on my workout. I got legs tomorrow on a Monday. Ready to get to it. But y'all be good. Be blessed and not stressed. Peace.